Hello and welcome to a brand new YouTube video. We are doing the NHL's bracket challenge. Aiden hasn't done his bracket yet, so we're going to go through, do that. I will say my picks at the same time as, or just after he's made his picks, given his reasoning, stuff like that. But Aiden, we need to start off with a name. This better be creative.
Yes, it does. And yeah, just to let the viewers know, I have not prepared my bracket in advance. You'll be listening to me struggle to decide who's going to win each round live. Because I have no notes prepared. I do know the matchups, but I haven't come to a conclusion yet. So you'll hear me struggle. Aiden's bracket. What am I gonna GXS burner? Is that like a class that we did?
I don't know. I was trying to figure that out.
GXS lab. That was something we did.
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Like I just normally go with. Okay, hold on a second. Ready?
It could just go
Aiden's perfect bracket. There we go. Already jinxing myself. Make your picks. All right. Can you see it?
Yes, I can. Mine was a bit more creative than that. It had something to do with bunting, but I can't remember the second one. I think it was bunting the bracket or something like that.
Interesting. Okay.
What do you want to start?
I guess we'll just do Western Conference top to bottom, Eastern Conference top to bottom. So I'll say mine first because I don't want you to influence me.
All right.
Since you've already made them. So Colorado, Nashville. I think this will be a closer series than people think. Honestly, I think Nashville's a very good playoff style team, but there's no doubt Colorado wins this. That would be the biggest upset in the playoffs.
How many games?
It's a good question. It's always the tricky part. Oh, those are stats.
I think, yeah, you click.
Have to expand it?
I thought there was.
Oh, wait, what?
I think it's just arrows, isn't it? Or no, actually, you do it afterwards. I'm thinking.
Oh, you do it afterwards? Okay. Okay. Next matchup then. Okay, yeah, you go.
I also picked Colorado. We can go through games once you've done your entire.
Yeah. Good call. Okay. Geez, this is a really tough one now. Minnesota, St. Louis. St. Louis is one of the hottest teams in hockey right now, but they don't have home ice. Minnesota's a good young team. They got Fleury, they got Talbot. It'll be a really close series. But I'm going to give it to St. Louis. I think St. Louis. Why can't I click it?
You have to drag it?
Oh, no. It just took a while. Okay.
I like Minnesota.
You in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah, it'll be a close series for sure. I could see it going, pretty far, maybe 7 games. So, okay, Calgary, Dallas. I hate watching Dallas play. I don't think they're very good. I'm going Calgary.
Same here, Calgary all the way. What about Edmonton, LA?
Man. Like LA shouldn't be slept on. But McDavid and Draisaitl. Quick is a decent goaltender too. It could be his last chance to go on a run. And I would assume he's the starter. It's him and
Cal Peterson,
right? I'm going Edmonton though. Battle of Alberta.
I also went Edmonton.
Okay, here's the number of games.
Colorado, Nashville.
I remember like last year, Colorado played a team in the first round and just beat them in, I think, was it 4 games in the first round?
I can't remember.
and I think I did go for like 6 games or something. And they just swept the team that they played. Or it might have been 5 games. I forget. UC Saros' health is going to be a big factor as well.
UC Saros is out for, I think it's 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go 5 games. Five
I,
games. You did
I,
4?
yes. I don't think Nashville have a hope in hell. I think Colorado are going to run through them. It's going to be a murder.
Yeah,
Like,
I could see that for sure.
it's going to be so ugly.
I think Nashville's decent enough to win 1 game at home in maybe like game 4 with their season on the line. Colorado wins it at home. Minnesota, St. Louis. Let me go 6 games. 6 games for St. Louis.
I want 7. I think
That makes sense. Yeah.
I don't know. I think Minnesota have the ability to switch between Miller and not Miller. That would be a lot more notable. Fleury and Talbot.
Talbot. Yeah.
I just think they're too good. I like their decor. I think Dumba's good. I think Spurgeon's good. They're built to win this season. And if they don't win this season, they're screwed. So, yeah,
Fair
I'm
enough.
all in on Minnesota. I think
Yeah.
they're winning at least a series.
And if it's in 7 games, then that'll be at home as well. I just think St. Louis has got hot at the right time. They've won the cup, in recent memory. Most of that team is still intact. The leaders are at least still intact. So I think that they can win that series. Calgary and Dallas. Interesting. Huh. I'll go 5 games. 5 games for Calgary.
Another sweep.
Another sweep. Interesting.
I think Calgary are just absurdly good. I don't think Dallas are very good. I think Calgary is going to run through them.
Yep. Just like Colorado against
Nashville. I
Nashville.
think it's going to be another murder. I think there's 2 teams in the West that are going to go to the Cup final, and both of them will sweep the first round.
Yeah. I'm just too generous to these other teams. I think they can win at least a game. So, but there will be a sweep at some point. Edmonton, LA. Huh. This is tricky because I'm thinking home ice advantage now. Game 6 would be in LA. 7 in Edmonton. Damn. I'm gonna go 7. I think this will be a long series.
I think I want 6 for Edmonton. I think the Drew Doughty effect is going to have an impact. He's not there. So I think that's going to be a big hit to LA. Mike Smith has gotten hot at the right time. He's turned into that Mike Smith for like 3 weeks. That's just disgusting. Like borderline best goalie in the NHL. I think he's going to be insane. I think McDavid is healthy, and a healthy, pissed off McDavid who really wants to win is going to be really, really good. Hyman, playoff experience with the Leafs. I think, and I think Darnell Nurse is skating again. I think they had pictures or video of him skating today. So potentially he's back at some point this series. I think Edmonton, I think they'll have a little bit of trouble. I think a couple of games will scare them, but I think it goes to Edmonton in 6.
Okay. Yep. All right. On to the Western Conference.
The hard ones.
For real. Yeah. Especially this first one, Florida, Washington.
So hard.
Okay. Moving on. Toronto, Tampa. Yeah, I'm going Florida. Toronto and Tampa. This is the one that always gives me trouble.
You already said it, didn't you?
And it's why I hate doing brackets, because I have to. There's some bias that goes into it.
Oh yeah. If you want to see a preview of this series, by the way, check out the YouTube, go click on our profile. We just put out a preview for this series, walking through some of the stats and stuff like that. Where you also gave a prediction.
I did give a prediction, but I gave a prediction for both teams. I did Toronto in 7 and Tampa in 6.
So which one do you want to go with?
I mean, my brain is telling me Tampa, but my heart is telling me Toronto.
Okay.
Just to put it into words. I'm going Tampa.
I went Leafs.
I think mostly I always do Leafs and they lose. So you got to switch it up a bit.
Right. Fair enough. Carolina, Boston. This is a tough series.
Yeah, especially no Freddie Anderson now.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm gonna go Carolina. I don't think the Boston goaltending is gonna be that good.
Really?
But I think it'll be a long series. But I mean, that Freddie Anderson injury is definitely scary. But personally, I am not confident with Swayman or Allmark because they don't have any playoff experience.
And you're confident in Antti Ranta.
I'm not confident in him, but I don't think the difference in goal is as big as some people are making it out to be. And I think if you don't look at the goaltenders, I would take Carolina for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think I'd take Carolina. I pick Boston. I think Boston. Do it. I think Carolina has the same demons the Leafs have. And Boston loves to take advantage of that.
If Freddie Anderson was healthy, would you still take Boston?
I think I'd go Carolina. I don't trust Antti Ranta, who's only just gotten healthy, like within the week. I think he probably came back a little too early, and I think that's going to have a big impact on Carolina.
Okay.
Plain and simple. I also don't think Freddie's going to play the series.
Yeah, he's definitely out for game 1, but they haven't said anything else. Okay. Another tough one. Rangers, Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh's missing Jari as well.
Yeah. Rumble, it's a broken foot. Which you could theoretically play through, but it would be mighty painful.
Yeah. Man, this is really tough. Yeah, this could be, Crosby, Malkin, Letang's last hurrah together. Pittsburgh's had a lot of playoff troubles in recent years. I got to go with the Rangers. I like the moves that they did at the deadline. I think that they're a legit contender in the East. As much as I hate to do it, I want to see the Penguins win.
Yeah, I'd like to see them win.
Okay, number of games.
How many do you think Florida, Washington are going? You're hovering over that 4.
Oh, you can see my mouse? I didn't even know that. It's just Bobrovsky, man. It worries me a little bit. I think Washington could definitely win a game. I'll go 5. Florida in 5.
I went 6, I think. I don't like Bobrovsky. I don't like Bobrovsky, exactly. And I don't think Spencer Knight is ready for that yet. I think Washington are pretty good. I think Samsonov is a good goalie. The Ovechkin injury does sway me a little bit more to Florida, like almost sweeping, but just because of the experience Washington has, I went 6.
Yep. Yeah, I could see it going 6 as well, but I'll keep it at 5. I'm going off my first instinct here. 5 games, no changes. Okay. Tampa Bay, Toronto. I already said it. 6 games. Tampa will win.
I have Leafs in 7 as we mentioned on our previous video.
And I hate to do it too. I'm like, I obviously want myself to be wrong. I really want to be wrong on this, and I hate to do it. But like I said before, my brain is telling me that, Tampa's the better team. If you change the logo, if it wasn't the Leafs and you put all the same players on the team, I would choose Tampa in 6 games. So that's why I did it. Carolina, Boston. This will be a long series, especially if I think, Carolina's going to win. I could definitely see it flip-flopping completely, in Boston, could win in 6, maybe. Maybe that's what you did.
6 or 7.
6 or 7. I'll go Carolina in 7.
Okay. That'll be home ice advantage for them too.
Yes. Lots of pressure on Antti Ranta.
Boston has shown that has no impact on them. So
maybe Freddie will be back, but we all know how he does in game 7s too.
Yeah. I just can't rule out Boston. Boston are always so good. And I don't know. I think Carolina, you look at the team, and if Boston can shut down that first line, after that, you got Max Domi, Vincent Trocheck. That's about it. So
for sure. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a very, very tough series to call. As with the next one, you went Rangers. How many games do you think they win it in?
Gosh. Definitely a longer series. It's just going to be either 6 or 7 again. 7 would be at home for the Rangers, but did the Penguins even get it to that? Yeah, I'll go 7. Rangers in 7 games.
I went Rangers in 6.
Okay.
I think that not having Jari, and even if you do, it's an injured Jari, that's going to have a impact on them.
I'm not counting out the Penguins offense too much. I think, Gensel, Crosby, Rust, Malkin, the big boys will definitely get them wins. And if they get down in this series early, I'm sure once they get back home to Pittsburgh, they can, win a couple of games at home potentially. And I think it'll be pretty long.
Yeah. Rickard Rakell too. That was a very good deadline for them. Colorado also added a Anaheim player, Josh Manson.
Colorado, St. Louis. Yeah.
What do you think wins between these two?
I think Colorado wins. I don't know the games yet. I guess we'll wait and see what I decide.
They have you do games.
They don't do games?
No.
Okay, let's just do it for fun then. I'll do Colorado in 6 games.
I would also say Colorado in 6.
Yeah.
Against, in my case, Minnesota, though.
All right. Yeah, exactly. True.
What about Calgary, Edmonton? Battle of Alberta.
I'm going with Calgary. I think they're just more of a playoff team. Can't count on McDavid, but I think Markstrom and net is huge for them as well. I think they have a better offense. I think they have better defense, better goalie, better coach. And they have home ice.
Yeah, I think Calgary very easily does this. How many games, though?
Right. How many games? Say 5 games.
I'm going to say 6.
6. Okay.
And I think the biggest influence on this series, Zach Kassian and Milan Lucic.
Yeah.
My prediction. What about in the East? You got Florida, Tampa. I got Florida Leafs. Who do you have?
Hey, if it's Florida Leafs, I'm going Leafs.
I am going Leafs. Conference finals. Again, I can't trust Sergei Bobrovsky or Spencer Knight. I look back at that game like 2 weeks ago where the Leafs played them. I think it was the second half of a back-to-back. And they beat them pretty easily. So,
Okay.
or
Yeah.
no, they beat them pretty easily. It was a good game, but the Leafs put a lot by them. And I just think Toronto does it.
Okay. This series has a big factor on whether I think Tampa will win back-to-back cups or not. I think if I do select Tampa here, then just looking at the other matchups, I think they would make the cup final once again. And
So
they'd
back to back to back.
yes, back to back to back. This series is going to be a big one for them. And I'm thinking back to that Penguins Capitals series, but when the Penguins won back-to-back cups, they won a round the next year. Then they played Washington in the second round, a team that they were always playing in the playoffs. Washington finally beat them in 6 games to end Pittsburgh's streak. Washington went on to win the cup. It's a very similar situation here. Tampa seems to always play Florida in the first round. Florida can't get by them. It's just tough. And I'll go Florida.
All right.
Switching up a bit. I don't like going against Tampa because they're a really good team. Back-to-back cups, obviously. And I think they're one of the best teams in the playoffs in general. Like they should be one of the favorites to win. Them in Colorado, I would say.
So in the Battle of Florida, you have Florida coming out of the Atlantic.
Yes.
How many games though?
Oh, 7 games.
7?
Yeah, really hard series. And honestly, that matchup, that's like a heart pick. That's not a brain pick. I just think Florida has it. And they could beat Tampa.
I'm Florida Leafs. I think Leafs take it in 6. Yeah. Not having Aaron Ekblad is sort of the decider for me.
I think he's gonna play.
Is he?
They said today that he's back practicing for the first time since like middle of March. And he should be available at some point in the first round.
Okay, never mind then. Well, not having a healthy Aaron Ekblad is going to have a big impact.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're as deep defensively as the Leafs are. I think they suffer one injury, they're in a lot of trouble. But at the same time, they've been Sherratt, so
okay. Okay, Carolina and New York. I'm gonna go New York. I like their depth on offense. I like Shesterkin. I like Adam Fox. And yeah, the Ronta thing. For 2 rounds, I don't know if he could go 2 rounds if Freddie's not healthy by then. And I don't even know if Freddie Anderson has it in him to win 2 rounds either. So yeah, I'll go New York, and I'll say probably 6 games for New York. They win it at home.
Okay. I have 6 games. New York would be the home favorites. Oh no, never mind. I'm dumb because I was doing that for my series, which is Boston, New York.
Right.
I'm trying to remember. I think I went with New York.
Right.
I think between New York and Boston, it's a very long series. I think you see it go 7.
Yeah.
And
yeah, honestly, I can see that. Yeah.
What about Carolina, New York? How many games do you think it goes?
I'll say 6 games. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Rangers win it at home in the 6th game, I think.
Let's do the conference finals.
Yes.
Colorado, Calgary. Who do you have? Which C team?
This is really hard. Daryl Sutter said he didn't want to play Colorado in an interview. Man, this is tough. It's going to be a long series. It's going to go 7. I'll say it goes 7. But I think Colorado wins in 7 games on home ice.
I go Calgary.
Calgary, nice.
I say in 6.
Wow. Okay.
I don't like Colorado's goaltending. I
Fair enough. Yeah.
was a decent goalie. I don't think he's been very good. I like Jacob Markstrom a lot more, and I think Calgary's very built for the playoffs.
I agree with that. I think I like Colorado's defense a lot more. And I like their star power a lot more up front with McKinnon, obviously, Landeskog, Rantanen, Kadri.
Calgary have the best line in hockey, though.
Yes. You know how I feel about Calgary, though. I don't know if those guys can do it in the playoffs. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think Colorado's been knocking on the door for, the past few years, and they're going to make it to the Cup final finally. They have to do it at some point. So Florida and the Rangers. Wow. I'm actually surprised with this matchup. Am I actually going with this? Florida Rangers in the conference final.
I got Toronto, and we'll go Rangers. It might be Bruins.
That would be an insane conference final. Wow.
I'll just say mine now. I have Toronto going to the.
Nice. Okay. Florida Rangers. Shesterkin, Bobrovsky. I'm going Florida. Florida.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think they have really good offensive depth, but the Rangers do as well. It's going to be a tight series. I would say 7 games once again, and Florida takes it. Okay.
I will say, I think it either Leafs. I think it goes 7 as well, with Leafs winning it.
The Leafs win 2 game 7s in a playoff run.
Yeah, Cup final. I got Calgary Leafs. You have Colorado, Florida. Who takes it?
Trying to picture it in my head. These 2 teams playing against each other and how it would go. When was the last time a Western Conference team won? St. Louis, right? Yeah, St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis.
But before that, it was like Pittsburgh, Washington, and then Tampa's won. Oh, yeah, Chicago.
LA.
Oh, yeah, true. Right. They had a pretty big run, too.
Yeah, it was the West for a while.
Yeah.
Even like you go back to Detroit when they were technically in the West.
Yeah. The Florida Panthers aren't winning the Stanley Cup. It's Colorado. Colorado.
Fair enough.
Sorry, Daniel Janikis, but Florida will not win the cup.
Sorry, Daniel.
Sorry, Daniel. Unfortunately, oh wow, he's a Bengals fan too. That's actually tough.
Ouch.
Both his teams make it to the final and we'll lose. I don't know. Okay, tiebreaker.
I will just say I have Calgary winning.
Oh, over Toronto.
Yes. Dude, I think Calgary are so good. I think they've been built really, really well. And I think they're so good.
Yeah.
Goaltending is what tips me over the edge, though. I think Jacob Markstrom is just disgusting. How many total goals do you think are scored in the final series? Keep in mind, I have Toronto, Calgary. You have Colorado, Florida.
It's going to be an offensive series. Colorado, Florida. Like no goaltending. Okay, I think it's going to go I think it'll go 6 games. I'm just doing some mental math in my head. Yeah, 6 games. I always like to do a fun number, but I can't think of anything. I'm thinking something in the 40s right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 44.
44.
44 goals.
I have Toronto, Calgary. I think it'll also go 6 games. I have 39 total goals.
Nice. I think that's pretty accurate. Yeah. Yeah, mine's a bit of a higher scoring series, so I think 5 goals is a good amount more.
Yeah, we're always wrong. So
Yeah. Okay.
submit your bracket. Why don't we create, if we can, a big league?
Sure.
Can we do that live?
Submit.
Right
Let's
now?
see. Leagues. Create league.
Create a league. There you go.
The big league. League.
Big league. Yeah.
And it's a public league.
It's a public league.
Oh, can I change it? There's no big league logo, but we'll leave the Leaf logo.
Yeah.
Create league. Oh, what? The league name is taken. The big league show. There you go. The big league show.
All right.
Feel free to add your brackets. I'm going to add mine, my perfect bracket.
Cool. Let me see if I can do mine.
Did it work?
Exit full screen. Let's see how long. This is great YouTube content. Just putting that out there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully we haven't swayed you and realized you've done your bracket completely incorrectly, because know that we have also done ours completely incorrectly.
Yeah, if you said Washington in 4, you might want to redo it, by the way. Or if you said like Tampa in 4, because that's not going to happen. Leafs will win at least a game. But yeah, I don't know why I can't add my existing bracket right now, but
can you not?
It'll come.
We did.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what my password is, so that's a problem.
Well,
let's see. One last attempt.
Maybe we close off the video and then we can figure it out. Got it wrong again.
I will have to do this on my laptop.
At least you don't need a validation code.
No, you don't need a validation code. We'll tweet it out as well.
Yeah.
Post it on our socials. Maybe we can do an Instagram post as well.
Yeah.
So join the league, see how you fare against us, and see how much more correct you are compared to us, because we don't know what we're doing. Thank you for watching. We'll have more YouTube content coming. We'll have more podcast episodes, all that fun stuff, interviews, things of that nature. Hopefully this wasn't completely boring, although it probably was. But, you know, we're creating stuff for you and we're trying things. So thank you for watching. Check out our Leafs preview for their series against Tampa. And we will see you in our next video. Peace.